Hannah McDaniel.
Jovi Albritton.
Alex Linas.
Rayleigh Williams.
Robbie Solani.
According to the National Cancer Institute, in 2024, 2 million people will be diagnosed with cancer, changing not just their lives, but the lives of those around them. Therefore, my purpose today is to convince you to donate to the Livestrong Foundation. I am credible to speak on this topic because I've done extensive research. I've seen the firsthand effects of cancer on family members and close friends, and I've seen the benefits that Livestrong can provide to those in need. I will begin by discussing with you the needs that the organization tries to combat. I will offer you a solution that will help combat the needs being introduced, and lastly, I will let you know what happens if we fail to donate and support this foundation. First off, the needs. What are the needs that this foundation meets? There are many needs that need to be met in order to support those who are currently battling cancer and those currently being affected by it. The first of these is mental and emotional support. In a report published by the NIH, the National Institutes of Health, Psychosocial Impact of Cancer Patients on Their Family Members reports that there is a strong tie between depression and patients and families battling cancer. The studies showed that for families of cancer patients, alcohol consumption rates and stress both increased and physical activity decreased. This shows a clear negative mark being made on those affected by cancer. Cancer Research UK reports that cancer can have an effect on a patient's mental health. Patients may experience emotions such as anger, guilt, frustration, sadness, isolation, anxiety, and emptiness. The Mental Health America produced findings in an article showing that about 1/3 of people treated for cancer in hospitals have a common mental health condition. It also shows that rates of major depressive disorder are thought to be up to 3 times higher than in the general population for those battling cancer. Next, financial supports. Many people currently battling cancer have severe financial needs due to the struggles they are facing. Robin Yabroff, PhD, a scientific director working for the American Cancer Society, states, research shows that 40% of Americans cannot afford an unexpected expense over $400, so a cancer diagnosis might create a serious financial hardship. In fact, more than half of U.S. cancer survivors say they have high medical costs, have stress from worrying about paying health bills, or have delayed medical care due to costs. Almost 33% say they have more than one of those problems. She also explained that the effects of these financial struggles can last for years. The Association of Healthcare Journalists reported that in August of 2023, Lymphoma and Leukemia Society surveyed 65% of respondents that said that they would have to incur debt to afford the estimated $4,000 to $13,000 in and out-of-pocket costs for the first year of a cancer diagnosis. April Donaldson, a 44-year-old patient and mother of 3, is one of the millions of Americans struggling with the financially toxic effects of this disease. She stated, after my diagnosis, our lives quickly became a blur of doctor's appointments, surgeries, and hours of treatments, Donaldson said. Although I was blessed to have access to health care, I did not escape the financial toxicity that cancer causes. She suffered from loss of wages, had to move, and even had to move her sons to a different school. A more personal account is a family friend of mine that battled leukemia not too long ago. As a pro Ironman triathlete, Amy Marsh made her living mainly off of her winnings from races. But of course, after her diagnosis of cancer, she was no longer able to race. This meant that in addition to all of her medical costs that quickly piled up, she was also left without her main source of income. To give an idea of the broader economic impact of cancer, about 2/3 of adults with healthcare debt who have had cancer themselves or in their family have cut spending on food, clothing, or other household basics. A poll conducted by the Kaiser Family Foundation for this project stated that about 1 in 4 have declared bankruptcy or lost their income to eviction or foreclosure. The National Cancer Institute calculated that the average cost of medical care and drugs tops $42,000 in the year following a cancer diagnosis. Some treatments can exceed $1 million. And lastly, cancer research. According to the NIH, the last 10 years have seen remarkable progress in cancer research. However, despite significant breakthroughs in the understanding, prevention, and treatment of cancer, the disease continues to affect millions of people worldwide. Cancer's complexity, compounded with financial, policy, and regulatory roadblocks, has slowed the rate of progress being made against cancer. The Livestrong Foundation has made a $50 million commitment to create and support the Livestrong Cancer Institutes of the Dell Medical Center at the University of Texas. The Livestrong Cancer Institutes will rethink the full range of cancer care, from prevention to diagnosis, treatment, and survivorship, all with the focus on the patient's needs, values, and preferences. Decades of research and working one-on-one with cancer survivors and their families has given Livestrong an informed understanding of some of the largest challenges cancer patients face: chronic pain, loss of fertility, emotional distress, family instability, career impact, and long-term financial hardships. They are bringing this knowledge and research to the Livestrong Cancer Institutes. These are monumental needs that are not going away anytime soon. So what can be done? If efforts to aid those struggling mentally, physically, and financially as a result of cancer is to be successful, maintaining and increasing financial aid going towards research and directly to struggling individuals is essential. Millions are affected by cancer every year, and despite our current efforts, many are still facing unbelievable challenges. The National Cancer Institute projected in 2020 that cancer costs would reach about $208 billion, and then predicted this would only increase as the U.S. population aged and grew. This is no small cost, and it doesn't even account for the snowball effects cancer can have on those affected financially. If we are able to keep up with this growing cost of battling cancer, and if we are able to succeed in aiding those suffering so greatly as a result of cancer, we must all play our part. Every donation counts. You can donate by taking the following easy steps. 1. Visit the Livestrong website at www.livestrong.org. Click the donate button in the top right-hand corner, select your donation amount. You can even choose to donate regularly. Even a small donation could have such a positive impact on so many lives. But what happens if we don't help those in need? If we do not make an effort to help cover the costs that cancer inevitably brings, suffering could go without the mental and emotional support they deserve. Those unable to cover the costs of life and cancer will feel the weight of medical costs, like April Donaldson, and cancer research will halt without adequate funding. If you choose to donate, you can do your part in supporting those in fighting this battle against cancer. You could be the person behind the little bit of help that gets someone out of the financial or mental hole that cancer has put them in and get them back on their feet. You can make a difference. So what will you do? Today I've talked to you about why it is important that we support those being affected by cancer, how donating to Livestrong will be able to meet the needs of those in need, and how not donating can possibly hurt those struggling with cancer and the efforts to help them. More importantly, though, I shared how donating to Livestrong will benefit individuals, families, and communities affected by cancer. Hopefully, I've persuaded you to be part of this movement for a better future for those affected by cancer. Do your part. Visit www.livestrong.org and click Donate Now.